Bullies attack black girl's little brother, unaware she's a martial arts prodigy. The scream cut through the air like a blade. It wasn't loud, it was strangled, half-muffled, the kind that carries the weight of someone trying not to cry out in front of others. But for Amara, it was louder than a gunshot. She dropped her bag instantly, sprinting down the cracked pavement of Westbridge High's parking lot, her braid slapping the back of her neck with every step. Through the maze of cars and chattering students, her eyes locked on the scene unfolding near the chain-link fence. A small boy, curled inward, arms shielding his face as three boys towered over him, fists cocked, sneakers stomping, laughter twisted into cruelty. And it was her brother, her baby brother, Malik. Before we continue, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and standing up for those who can't fight back, please like this video, leave a comment to share your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel. Together, we amplify the stories that matter most. Amara had trained for nearly a decade. Most people didn't know. Her mother, an immigrant who once cleaned floors in silence while humming Ghanaian lullabies, had enrolled her in martial arts not to fight, but to control her fury. Amara had been angry at the world for so long, angry at her absent father, angry at the stares she got walking into a mostly white classroom, angry at the subtle slights teachers made about her attitude, and furious every time someone mistook Malik for trouble when all he ever wanted was to share his comic books and talk about dinosaurs. But discipline had become her anchor. While others went to parties or posted dances online, she was in the dojo, barefoot on cold mats, practicing control, precision, and restraint. But there are moments in life when restraint must be set aside. She reached them just as Malik let out another whimper. The tallest boy had grabbed his collar, yanking him up roughly, shouting something about knowing his place. Her vision narrowed. The world fell away. She didn't yell. She didn't ask. She simply moved. Her foot planted with a crack against the leader's ribs, his breath exploded from his lungs as he crumpled sideways. The second one swung wildly, but Amara ducked beneath the punch, spun, and drove a controlled elbow into his stomach. He folded instantly. The third tried to run, but she grabbed his wrist and twisted gently, just enough to send him down, yelping, but not injured. The rest of the crowd stood frozen, jaws unhinged, cell phones slowly rising to record. Amara stood over her brother, her stance protective, balanced, breathing steady. The scene was over in seconds. But it would ripple for months. That day changed everything. Malik clung to her for hours. He didn't say much, just held her shirt and refused to let go. Their mother wept quietly when she found out but didn't say a word of reprimand. Instead, she made Amara her favorite fufu stew that night, humming the lullaby that once calmed Amara during night terrors. But at school, the reactions were different. Rumors flew. Videos circulated. Some students treated her like a superhero. Others, especially faculty, looked at her with suspicion. Amara was called into the principal's office 3 times that week. One teacher implied she'd incited violence by responding with force. Another asked if she'd ever considered counseling. But the truth clung like smoke. No one had stepped in to help Malik, not a teacher, not a student, not a soul. And somehow, they still made Amara the villain. The whispers hurt more than the punches ever did. She tried to go back to her quiet life, attending class, helping Malik with homework, training in the evenings. But the balance had shifted. Malik became quiet in class. He used to draw dragons in the margins of his notebooks, now they were just blank pages. He flinched at loud noises, hesitated before walking down crowded hallways. So Amara did what she always did, she protected. She spoke up. She confronted the school board. She dragged the principal into a meeting with her mother. She volunteered to lead a self-defense workshop for students who felt unsafe. She called out the teachers who looked the other way. Her quiet power became loud, not in shouts, but in relentless action. And slowly, things began to change. Other kids came forward. A boy from Malik's class revealed he'd been bullied too. A girl who wore a hijab said someone pulled it off once, and no one helped. One by one, stories surfaced. Amara's workshop turned into a club guardian circle. Kids who were once silent found strength in each other. Malik started smiling again, even drawing a superhero based on his sister, with braids that turned into whips and a cape made of gold stars. Still, not everyone supported her. Some parents complained. A few teachers rolled their eyes. But Amara kept going, because when you know how to fight not just with fists, but with heart, you fight for others too. Months later, on a rainy afternoon, Amara walked into the auditorium where Malik was nervously pacing behind the curtain. He was about to give a speech for the school's anti-bullying campaign. He gripped the paper like it would fly away. When he spotted her, he ran over, hugging her tight. "You'll be amazing," she whispered, kissing his forehead. And he was. He told the story not of the pain, but of the change. Of his sister. Of courage. Of how even after the bruises faded, the strength they found as a family remained. The room was silent. Then thunderous with applause. By the time Amara graduated, she had letters from universities, martial arts scholarships, and even a part-time gig teaching kids in underserved neighborhoods. But what mattered more was this: Malik was safe. Confident. Brave. And kind. Because of her. Because sometimes, protecting someone doesn't just mean blocking a punch, it means showing them the strength already inside them. If this story touched your heart, if it reminded you of someone who stood up for you, or someone you wish you could have stood up for, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your voice matters, and every story shared brings light to someone living in the dark. Special request before we end: comment below with one word that defines strength for you. Let's build a wall of inspiration together.